Hello, everyone, and welcome. I hope you are doing well. Today, I want to talk about something that has become increasingly rare in our modern world: a slow life. A simple life. A life lived in the present moment. In a world that never seems to slow down, choosing a slow life can feel almost revolutionary. Everywhere we look, we are encouraged to move faster, achieve more, earn more, consume more, and constantly seek the next experience. We are told that happiness is waiting somewhere ahead, just beyond the next accomplishment, the next purchase, the next milestone. Yet despite all this movement, many people feel exhausted, anxious, and disconnected from themselves. The faster life becomes, the more peace seems to slip away. A slow life begins with a simple realization: not everything that is urgent is important. Not everything that is loud deserves attention. Not everything that is popular leads to fulfillment. A slow life is not about abandoning responsibilities or rejecting ambition. It is about moving through life with awareness instead of rushing through it unconsciously. It is about choosing presence over pressure and depth over distraction. Many people spend years chasing happiness without ever stopping to ask what happiness truly is. They assume it must be something exciting. They believe it must come from achievement, entertainment, travel, possessions, or recognition. But excitement and happiness are not the same thing. Excitement is temporary. It rises and falls like a wave. Happiness, in its deepest form, is much quieter. It does not demand constant stimulation. It grows in stillness. It grows when the mind is no longer at war with the present moment. The modern world teaches us to live in the future. We are always planning, worrying, preparing, and anticipating. We think about what might happen tomorrow, next month, or next year. We create endless scenarios in our minds. We imagine problems that have not yet appeared. We become trapped in possibilities instead of living in reality. As a result, we miss the only moment that truly exists: the present moment. Life is always happening now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow. Right now, this breath, this moment, this experience. Yet the mind rarely stays here. It wanders into memories or projections. It carries regrets from the past and fears about the future. A slow life invites us back to what is real. It reminds us that peace is not found by escaping the present moment. Peace is found by fully entering it. Imagine waking up in the morning without immediately reaching for a phone. Imagine sitting quietly for a few moments and simply noticing the beginning of a new day. The sunlight entering through a window, the sound of birds outside, the feeling of cool air against your skin. These are ordinary experiences, yet they contain a kind of beauty that often goes unnoticed. When life slows down, even simple moments begin to feel rich. There is a strange belief in modern society that a meaningful life must be filled with constant activity. Many people feel guilty when they are not busy. They believe every moment must be productive. They fill their schedules until there is no space left for silence. Yet human beings were not designed to live in a constant state of mental stimulation. Just as the body needs rest, the mind also needs rest. Without moments of stillness, we lose contact with ourselves. A slow life creates room for reflection. It allows us to observe our thoughts rather than being controlled by them. We begin to notice how much of our suffering comes not from reality but from our interpretation of reality. We see how often we compare ourselves with others. We notice how frequently we seek approval. We recognize the endless cycle of desire that keeps us dissatisfied. Through awareness, these patterns begin to lose their power. One of the greatest sources of unhappiness is the belief that something is missing. Many people live with the feeling that they need one more thing before they can finally be content. One more achievement, one more relationship, one more possession, one more experience. But desire has no finish line. The moment one desire is fulfilled, another takes its place. The mind always moves the goalpost further away. A slow life does not depend on having everything. Instead, it is built upon appreciating what is already here. Gratitude becomes natural. The simplest things begin to feel extraordinary. A warm meal, a peaceful evening, a meaningful conversation, the sight of rain falling from the sky, the comfort of a familiar place. These moments may seem small, but they are the very substance of life. When we stop constantly seeking happiness outside ourselves, we discover quite a form of contentment within. This contentment does not depend on circumstances. It remains even when life is imperfect. It remains because it is rooted in acceptance rather than acquisition. It comes from understanding that life does not need to be extraordinary to be beautiful. A slow life also changes our relationship with time. Many people feel as though time is always slipping away. Days become weeks, weeks become months, and months become years. Life begins to feel like a blur. But when we slow down and pay attention, time expands. Moments become vivid. Experiences become deeper. We remember more because we are actually present for what is happening. Walking slowly through nature can teach us something important. Trees do not rush to grow. Rivers do not hurry toward the ocean. The sun does not race across the sky. Nature moves according to its own rhythm. There is patience in every season. There is wisdom in every cycle. Human beings are also part of nature, yet we often try to live against its rhythm. We push ourselves beyond our limits and wonder why we feel exhausted. Perhaps true happiness is not something we achieve. Perhaps it is something we uncover when unnecessary noise begins to fade. Beneath all the stress, all the comparison, all the striving, there is a natural state of peace. It has always been there. It was simply hidden beneath layers of mental activity. The slow life is not a destination. It is a way of being. It is choosing awareness over distraction. It is choosing presence over pressure. It is choosing gratitude over endless wanting. It is discovering that life becomes richer not when we add more to it, but when we learn to fully experience what is already here. In the end, the secret to true happiness may be much simpler than we imagine. It may be found in a quiet morning, a peaceful breath, a calm mind, and a heart that no longer feels a need to chase every desire. It may be found in slowing down enough to notice the beauty that has been surrounding us all along. The world will continue to move quickly. People will continue to rush. There will always be another goal, another trend, another distraction competing for attention. But you do not have to follow that pace. You can choose a different way. You can choose a life that values peace over pressure, presence over performance, and contentment over constant craving. And perhaps, in that simplicity, you will discover what so many people spend their entire lives searching for: a quiet mind, a peaceful heart, and a happiness that does not depend on anything outside of yourself. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video and found it meaningful, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who might need this message today. Until next time, take care of yourself, slow down, and enjoy the present moment.